Understanding compassion in Buddhism. Compassion, in the Buddhist context, is like a beacon guiding a sailor through the darkness. It is not merely feeling pity for someone. It is an active force that drives us to alleviate the suffering of others. Imagine someone who, upon seeing another stumble, not only extends a hand, but also helps them understand how to avoid similar obstacles in the future. That is the essence of Buddhist compassion, genuine, transformative care. In the Buddhist path, compassion, karo, is not just a virtue. It is one of the cornerstones for attaining enlightenment. When you look at someone with a compassionate heart, you are not just helping them, you are also liberating yourself from internal chains like selfishness and indifference. A simple example, offering your full attention to someone who needs to be heard. Sometimes this is worth more than 1,000 words or actions. How can one cultivate this compassion? The practice of loving kindness meditation, metta, is a powerful tool. You begin by wishing yourself well, and then extend this wish to all beings. Think of it like lighting a candle. The flame starts small but can illuminate an entire room. Try this. Before sleeping, mentally repeat, "May I and all beings be at peace." Notice how it transforms the energy of your day. The 4 immeasurables. There is something incredibly liberating about Buddhism's 4 immeasurables. They are like a moral compass guiding the mind and heart toward inner peace. Love, metta, compassion, karo, empathetic joy, mudita, and equanimity, upekkha, are not just concepts, they are mental states that expand our capacity to connect with the world. Imagine this. Not only do you wish happiness for yourself, but you feel deep joy in seeing others thrive. These boundless states are called immeasurable because they have no limits. They don't stop at family, friends, or acquaintances. Picture a balloon you keep inflating, reaching every corner of the universe. By practicing these states, you become more resilient to life's challenges and find balance even amidst chaos. A good starting point? When greeting someone, ask yourself, how can I truly contribute to this person's well-being today? Want a practical way to put this into action? Try meditation that alternates between these states. First, send love to yourself, then to someone you love, next to a stranger, and finally to someone you find difficult. It's transformative. Over time, you'll notice emotional barriers dissolving. But this is just the beginning, as these states have an even deeper impact when applied in daily life. The spirit of Christmas and its core values. Christmas is more than just a date. It is a powerful reminder of values that transcend cultures and religions. Love for others, generosity, compassion, and solidarity form the foundation of the Christmas spirit. It's that time of year when even the hardest hearts seem to soften, and a smile or simple gesture can brighten someone's day. Think, for instance, about how donating a meal or a gift can warm not only the body but also the soul of the recipient. Empathy flourishes during Christmas like a tree bearing abundant fruit. Have you noticed how people feel more inclined to help strangers, whether with a warm glance or a kind word? That's the true power of Christmas, to bring people together, to unite, and to remind us that no one is alone. Imagine dedicating part of your time to listening to the stories of an elderly person in a care home. Sometimes that's worth more than any material gift. And compassion? It is the guiding star. During Christmas, we are invited to step out of our bubble and look around, seeing the suffering we often ignore. Why not make this practice more concrete? Adopt the habit of including small acts of kindness in your routine. It could be donating clothes you no longer use or offering a warm drink to someone facing the cold streets. These gestures prompt us to reflect on how they connect to something even greater. Alignment between Buddhist teachings and the Christmas spirit. When we take a closer look, the Christmas spirit and Buddhist teachings seem like two rivers flowing toward the same ocean. Both invite us to transcend the ego and cultivate love without boundaries. The compassion taught by the Buddha mirrors the love celebrated at Christmas, unconditional and transformative. Imagine the impact of combining the two, heart open to not only feeling but also acting for the well-being of others, creating ripples of change. Altruistic love, central to both Buddhism and Christmas, is far from passive. It is a love that manifests in acts of generosity. In Buddhism, this is known as dana, the practice of giving. At Christmas, this generosity takes the form of gifts, but it can also be expressed through time and attention. Consider applying this meaningfully. Instead of a hastily bought gift, how about a homemade meal prepared with care, or a day dedicated entirely to listening to and being present with someone you love? Then comes inner peace and social harmony, the fruits of shared compassion. Here, the alignment becomes even clearer. Both Christmas and Buddhist teachings show us that by caring for others, we also care for ourselves. It's a virtuous cycle where giving transforms into receiving. But how can we make this a continuous practice? There are simple ways to integrate these lessons into our daily routines. Practical application. Cultivating compassion during Christmas. Cultivating compassion at Christmas may seem like a small gesture, but it holds the power to create immense impact. It all starts with simple actions. Taking time to listen to someone who feels lonely, offering a warm meal to someone in need, or even writing a heartfelt message of gratitude. The key is to act with an open heart, remembering that the size of the gesture doesn't matter as much as the intention behind it. Why not begin with a daily practice? Before leaving home, think of one intentional action to spread kindness that day. Incorporating Buddhist practices into Christmas celebrations is a powerful way to deepen this spirit. Meditating with a focus on loving kindness, for instance, can help create a deeper connection to the moment. You could gather your family for a guided meditation or suggest a moment of silence to reflect on what each person can offer to the world. Small actions like these not only strengthen the spirit of compassion, but also inspire those around you to do the same. However, compassion should not be limited to the Christmas season. It can and should become a continuous practice. Why not set goals for the coming year? Visiting a senior home monthly, participating in community service, or simply developing a habit of everyday kindness, like greeting someone with a genuine smile or offering help without expecting anything in return. By making this a personal commitment, you'll be planting seeds that will bloom throughout the year. The spirit of compassion at Christmas. A Buddhist perspective. Christmas has arrived, bringing twinkling lights, gift exchanges, and promises of togetherness. But wait, have we lost something along the way? As we busy ourselves with shopping lists and decorations, we forget to look inward to what truly matters: human connection and genuine care for others. And this is where Buddhism offers a surprising turning point. Imagine a Christmas where, instead of simply consuming, you give of yourself, not just material goods, but your presence, attention, and compassion. Does it sound counterintuitive? Perhaps, but this shift in perspective has the potential to transform not just your celebration, but your entire life. What many don't realize is that the Christmas spirit and Buddhist teachings walk hand in hand, like old friends with much to teach us about altruistic love and harmony. What if I told you that by embracing this view, you could find deeper meaning in Christmas and a way to live with greater purpose? It's not about religion, but about universal values that unite us as human beings. Are you ready to explore how these teachings can revolutionize your perspective on this time of year? Let's dive into this journey together. So, what will you do with what you've learned? Will you let it pass by, or will you turn this knowledge into action? Christmas is just the beginning. How about taking these values of compassion and generosity and applying them every day? You don't need special occasions to be the change the world needs. Start today. Call that distant friend, help someone in need, or simply offer a sincere smile to someone you meet. Now, pause and think. How would your life look if you cultivated compassion, not just at Christmas, but year-round? Imagine the impact it would have on those around you, your community, and most importantly, on yourself. Are you willing to make that commitment to truly embrace this path? Because the world already has enough critics. What it needs now is people ready to make a difference. And if this journey resonates with you, if you want to learn more about spirituality, universal values, and how to live a purposeful life, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications and join us as we continue exploring topics that truly transform. After all, change begins with a single step. Why not take yours now?